GZA. American rapper. Born, August 22, 1966, age 57 years, New York, United States. Record labels: Baby Grande Records, Loud Records, Geffen Records, MCA Records, Cold Chillin' Records. Music groups: Wu-Tang Clan since 1992, Soul Assassins. Full name: Gary Grice. GZA About. Gary Grice, better known by his stage names GZA and The Genius, is an American rapper. A founding member of the hip-hop group Wu-Tang Clan, GZA is the group's spiritual head, being both the first member in the group to receive a record deal and being the oldest member. GZA net worth $20 million. Early life. GZA was born Gary Grice in Brooklyn, New York City, on August 22, 1966. He developed an interest in hip-hop by attending block parties as a child in the early 1970s, becoming involved in breakdance, graffiti, and DJing. Early on he developed an interest in writing, studying Mother Goose and nursery rhyme. In 1974 to 1976, before moving from Staten Island to Brooklyn, he listened to the Last Poets Wink with a Frown 11. However, he was attracted by profanity rather than content and didn't understand the underlying messages until many years later. The Last Poets, as well as songs by the Isley Brothers, the Commodores, and the OJs had a big part in his early life, especially regarding the tone and cadence of speech. Later on, he began to listen to hip-hop and R&B, for example by Secret Weapon and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. In 1982, Grice dropped out of high school in the 10th grade. He formed a three-man group with his cousins, Robert Diggs and Russell Jones, who would later be known as RZA and Old Dirty Bastard. At the time he didn't like the sound of his voice. The group, FOI, Force of the Imperial Master, and later All In Together, saw the three rapping and DJing, switching names and performing local shows. Since they lived in different boroughs, GZA and Old Dirty would travel from Brooklyn out to Staten Island to meet up with their cousin RZA, after which the three would travel across New York City and challenge other MCs to battles. He left school in the 10th grade, but nurtured his affection for science as he developed his skills as a lyricist. After some years of this, GZA was signed to Cold Chillin' Records as a solo artist under the name The Genius. He released his debut album, Words from The Genius, 1991, produced mostly by Easy Mob, but it failed to sell due to lack of promotion. This, combined with his rocky experience on tour, fed up GZA and he asked to be released from the label. The album's beat selection is similar to the classic boom-bap sound of the early 1990s, while the lyricism subject is the everyday situations of an individual living in the parts of New York. At the time he worked as a bicycle messenger. Personal life. GZA is an avid chess player, and his 2005 album Grandmasters was chess-themed. In 2021, he starred in the Vans Channel 66 series Chessboxing with GZA, which featured the rapper playing chess with celebrities. According to a 2014 Vice article, GZA is an intellectual powerhouse. In his free time, he chills with physicists from MIT, gives lectures on the universe at McGill, and promotes Science Genius, a partnership with Rap Genius to teach kids science. Solo career. 1995 to 1999, Liquid Swords, Beneath the Surface. These guest appearances were followed up in 1995 with GZA's second studio album, Liquid Swords, produced and recorded entirely in the basement studio by RZA, with the participation of all original Clan members. It was released on November 7 by Geffen Records. The album's complex composition included dialogue sampled from the film Shogun Assassin. The album was met with positive reviews and sold well. It is considered to be one of the best albums from the Wu-Tang camp. It peaked at the number 9 spot on the Billboard 200 chart and number 2 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. On October 8, 2015, the Recording Industry Association of America announced that the album had earned a platinum certification for having sold more than 1 million copies. It became the first Wu-Tang-related album to get certified since 2004, when Method Man and Ghostface Killah both earned plaques. In addition, he directed music videos for 4 album singles. After appearing on the Wu-Tang Clan's second album, Wu-Tang Forever, 1997, his third studio album Beneath the Surface was released by MCA Records in 1999. The album and its singles A Crash Your Crew and A Breaker met with critical acclaim. The album earned a gold certification by RIA, peaked at number 9 on the Billboard 200 chart, and topped the top R&B/hip-hop album